What happens to private property under communist wealth distribution? Have you ever wondered what really happens to private property in a communist system? Let's break it down in simple terms. Under communist wealth distribution, the idea of private property changes significantly. First, we need to understand the difference between personal property and private property. Personal property includes things like your clothes, personal belongings, and even your home. In a communist society, personal property remains with the individual and is not taken away. On the other hand, private property in this context refers to ownership of the means of production. This includes factories, land, and resources that generate wealth. These are not just personal items but assets that allow owners to profit from the work of others. In a communist system, the goal is to eliminate private ownership of these means of production. This is because such ownership creates a divide between workers and owners. Communism aims to transfer ownership of these productive assets from individuals or corporations to society as a whole. This means that factories and land are controlled by the community or the workers rather than by private individuals. The idea is that the wealth generated should benefit everyone, not just a select few. Wealth distribution under communism focuses on equality. Resources and goods are distributed based on need rather than profit. This contrasts with capitalism, where private property allows owners to accumulate wealth by profiting from workers' labor. Now, let's talk about the transition from socialism to communism. Socialism is often seen as a stepping stone where the means of production are socially owned, but some limits on consumption still exist. As technology advances and resources become more abundant, communism envisions a society where goods are freely distributed. In this vision, exclusive control over production becomes unnecessary. It is important to note that small personal businesses and belongings are not targeted for elimination. The focus is on large-scale assets that concentrate wealth and power. The aim is to dismantle monopolies and corporate control that can displace small producers and workers. From a socialist viewpoint, abolishing private property in the means of production is essential to ending exploitation. It is seen as a way to improve living standards for all while expanding personal property rights. This approach emphasizes democratic control and social ownership as the foundation for a fair society. So, in summary, under communist wealth distribution, private property related to the means of production is abolished, while personal property remains intact. The goal is to create a system where everyone benefits from the wealth generated by collective efforts.